Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. Coming out with it, it's Stanley. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And get set, first down. Timeout called here by the defense. The half. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Hold and finds his man on the left. Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season, throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Looking to throw it again. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The run from the shotgun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Utes moving quickly to the line. Using his legs, it's Bernard. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This move just oozes confidence, going for it on fourth down from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Good timing on the quick out. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll try the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. So they're not comfortable with their field goal kicker from here, so the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Utes!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field. And my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. A 1st down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
To the air on 1st down. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Fast motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's back. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
On the run, it's Bernard. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. I get it that the game is the primary thing about going to a bowl, but there's so many festivities surrounding it. Jesse, what do you remember about something you experienced?
There was a lot of pageantry when I think back to the bowl games I played in, and you have functions, you get to visit a brand new city, generally in warm weather, you get to meet the other team, there's some friendly competition. The biggest thing that stands out to me, though, was a street brawl against the Miami Hurricanes, Bourbon Street getting ready for the Sugar Bowl, about 120 people. Hard to forget.
Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
Grab behind the line. It's Keefe. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. The Utes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? Wide receiver shows motion. Bully ball on 3rd and short. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell, ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the 1st down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Dropping back, it's rising. They're bringing heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty, just a mistake that you can't have happen at this point of the game and this part of the field. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. He got it. And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Signals for a fair catch around the 5-yard line and makes it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you scored here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Georgia going up tempo. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw, it's back. And the ball is intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Out of the gun, the inside give. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. One more snap coming before halftime. They're going to ride this running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And the Utes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to go because they're not out of this game.
Yeah, and when you get that shouting and you get the quarreling amongst each other, you get some motivation. You need something good to happen early. This first possession, get the football, go make something happen, create some momentum.
This receiver is so dangerous out in space, and it's a nice job by the QB getting him the ball early on the curl route. You see, once he has it, he's got some wiggle, he's got some shake, makes some defenders miss, and gets up the field.
That's caught. It's Humphries. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's back. Lofts one high and deep. Snags it. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Dogs! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, it was bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Utes want to move quickly. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Hand off from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. Fighting off the defender. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He'll run it again. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. And the Utes are in the hurry-up. To throw, it's rising. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Utah! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Corner's going to give them room. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Humphries. They'll get the first down, it's spotted on the 49. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to throw on 1st down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Yeah, I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Still looking, on the move. Here's a throw downfield late. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
A 3rd and long coming up here. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking to throw, it's back. It's complete to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. This offense has a 2nd down play. Wide out in motion. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Looking deep down the right side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This offense has struggled to get any rhythm going, and the only success they've had is throwing to this guy, so no question here in the second half. They're going to try to do that more often, but the defense knows it. Nice job there in coverage, making sure that one fell incomplete.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. And a nice grab with the defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. They need this field goal to get back to within 1 possession. And they're already in a desperate situation. They'll try to get the field goal, and they'll need the ball back. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip